Okay, on to this one. This one says track 3. That's meant to be track 1, I think. Yeah, that's meant to be track 1, and then that one. Hold on. What does that one say? That one's track 3. Yeah, that one's track 3. Yeah, so ignore that for now. So this is our kick, I believe. So I wanted these drums to be a little bit more like reserved a little bit, but I wanted to be more punchy. So I'm adding cuts to all of these, cutting out all the frequencies that aren't the actual instrument itself. So this one's our kick in, this one's our kick out. I like the sound of the kick with just the cut. I feel like I was getting enough, but this one wasn't really getting enough, so I boosted it a little just to give it more, not more bass, just a little bit more oomph. And then these ones, I won't lie, I don't know what's going on with that photo, but I can't get back in the studio. This is our snare. So again, I'm not cutting anything with these, even though it kind of looks like it there. It's kind of faded, but I'm actually not. So I'm just boosting the main frequencies, and that one is our snare bottom, and it was kind of picking up like a rattling a little bit. I know it's supposed to rattle because of the spring, but it was a different type of rattling. So I'm boosting the main frequency a little bit, and I'm cutting it off like that. So here's our hi-hats, I believe. Our hi-hats. So again, just cutting off all that, and then all the hi-hat frequencies come through. And here's our overheads. I'm boosting. I wanted a bit more of that snare to come through. So on the overheads, I'm boosting the snare here, and then they're a little bit loud, so I'm cutting them off. So here we go. We got now onto the guitars. This is our bass. Cutting off all the unwanted frequencies, and then boosting the mids and the bass here. So all the bass is a little bit louder, but specifically, there's a bell curve there, so it's more what do you call it? More mids means the tone's a little bit clearer. Over here is the guitar feedback. So there's guitar like a comes in. So I'm cutting off all the lows here because I don't really need them. And then that's a really bad frequency. Then I'm letting basically everything else come through. Because I kind of want that with feedback. So I believe this is our guitars. Like you can't really tell with all the text. So these are all our guitars. That's a repeat of that one. That's my bad. That one, number 8, is a repeat of number 4. I've just remembered seeing that. So let me have a think. So these are maybe our main guitars. These are probably our main guitars. Then these are our Helds, I want to say, and then do I have to? No, I don't know how I did that. I have my thing. Okay, let me get it. So these are our main guitars. These are our Helds, and then these are probably our melodies here. So with our main guitar, I'm adding a low cut, just get rid of the lows because I didn't really want them with this guitar. And getting rid of some of the highs. This is on the Neumann. I wanted the Shure and the Neumann to sound relatively similar and have a good phase with each other. So this is the Neumann. Just cutting out the highs of the Neumann. I know that's probably not a good idea, but it made them sound clearer together, if you get what I mean. And then cutting out that unwanted frequency from the room. And then over here we have what I'm gonna say is our Helds. So as the so I've boosted the bass on these just to give it more headroom, more like a small wider sound, and then cutting out the highs and the high mids because I want it to blend more into the mix, not stand out. So I'm cutting those out. And then down here, this is our melodies. Again, I'm boosting the bass, just give it a more full sound, and then cutting the high mids so it doesn't come through on the mix just as well. I'm going to ignore these because these are those I didn't realize. And then over here, these are our clean guitars. So these are the exact same guitar, actually, same guitar part. The only difference is that this spike and this spike are in different places very, very slightly. So what I did was boost the main frequency of the actual thing and made it sound like woo, 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 like that. So then I boosted them like that. So then it goes whoop, 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 like that. And then I up the highs just to make it sound a little bit nicer. But that one is slightly slightly higher than that one because they're different chords being played. So yeah, that's it.